following me because I put... I don't know what to do.
Kill it.
Phineas, what are you doing?
I am riding Phineas to find seeds, and I got seeds, so I'm putting him back over here.
I just heard him moving, and I was like, Phineas, where are you going?
Me, I'm it's got seeds. I will take the seeds, and I'm gonna grow some magic.
There's the bad guy.
Oh, hey.
You didn't die.
He stopped right in front of me.
Nice. So I think we need to go to the graveyard. Do you remember where that was?
Yeah, kinda. Let's go this way.
Excuse me.
Hey, Glitter! Thank you for joining the Undead! If I could, I would, Proto. How are you, Glitter?
What is a titty sprinkle?
Listen,
It is when you sprinkle on the titties.
You know when you have dandruff,
But not in the R.
and
Kelly way.
Not
You know,
in
you-
your Kelly way!
No, that's called a pearl necklace.
Purple necklace.
Bruh.
No, technically the way R. Kelly did it was a golden shower.
Oh god.
Oh, that's fair.
Goodness gracious, we are destroying motherfuckers.
Yay, destroy 'em, motherfuckers.
Destroying the motherfuckers. What the door?
The last thing I have to do. Murdering would be bad. I'm done. I'm done with everything, man.
I'm hearing laughter. What the hell is going on?
So Ram Jam just ran by me and he was just like, murdering would be bad.
It's true. Murdering would be bad unless you're an
It was just perfect because like I was running down the hallway and it just murdering is bad.
I'm gonna go with that. Oh, Ram!
Oh my god, I was right in shadow.
Whoa, whoa.
I don't even have my hands on my keyboard at the moment. Like, I'm still laughing from Ram Jam's murdering is bad.
Bottom me like this weird, like, I don't know, like a triangle or something, like at the bottom.
No, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Thorn. Sounds like, what did I come back to?
You came back to me talking about my no-no square. That came out worse than I expected it to. I'm pretty sure he also says it when. Where am I? What?
No.
Why am I? What?
What? Hello? How did you get over that? I think you broke the game.
The game broke.
I broke it.
Let me run into the darkness.
Yeah! Oh.
I think this new update broke it.
What the fuck? Ah! I don't think I can play.
Jethro, I really appreciate that.
I need all the cocks. Let's go.
Yeah, Jethro's in my chat. He
Zombie! Zombie! Stop it!
he clipped me spamming.
No.
Yeah, you can. You just have to like jump onto it and then ride it for a little bit and it'll calm down. Wait. If he's a dick nose.
What? Ah, shit! I'm dead. Aerodactyl! I felt like he was probably coming. Oh, that
Aerodactyl more rated my stream with 5 viewers.
I take back what I said. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hi. No, just trying to get sounds right. It's very difficult. How's everyone doing? How's everyone? Hi, Spooky. Hi, Fighters. Hi, Spirit. How are you guys? Hi, Rozzy. Hey, Brodo. I'm doing okay.
Is it customary to wear a blanket?
Hi, Empathy. How are you, baby? So, I got these new tools for tappies, and we're gonna see how well they work. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're doing well. It's really hard to whisper today. So these are really comfortable. So we're gonna see how well they work. I also don't know how well you guys can hear me. It is really strange. That's good. I'm glad. I don't know. Volumes are weird with ASMR with where you want to hit. Hi, Pastels. Hi, Spirit. I can change it. I don't know why I felt rain today. But I can go to almost anything. I kind of forgot about that. My room smells like pizza right now. And it's making me hungry. But how are you? Give it like an hour and I'll probably go off. Rain. You know? These are really good for stabbing. Thank you, empathy. Aw, I hope you have a good night, Spirit, then. But if anyone does like scratching, I have a recommendation. Because these are I'm just stabbing myself with them right now. But I think I have everyone. It's fun though. It's one of those like weird feelings where it's like it's not directly stabbing into me, but I'm definitely not hydrated enough. How's that? Thank you. Thank you. That's kind of funny. I like that joke. How are you, Niels? A werewolf. Hey, pets. Hey, Shoes. How are you doing? Alright. Do you guys want to see me spin the wheel for the February winners, or... I'm doing good. We're having some fun tonight. How's Phasmo going? I don't know if you're still alive. Can I get a shout out for Shoes, please? Fun. I'm glad. Thank you. All right. Anytime, Shoes. I enjoy you as a person and a streamer. This is all the February subs. Plus 2 blank spaces that I don't know how to get rid of because I don't know where they came from. And I'm gonna start doing this every month. What it'll be is the winner for this month will get something. Probably something from my merch shop. So, yeah. It's seriously Brad. Brad won. Yay. I will let Brad know. Is that your name? Hi Max, how are you? How goes it? I learned your name. Oh, it is a good name though. He's one of my bestest friends. Even though I don't think he thinks of me that way. But he still thinks of me as a good friend. So. Hi Max, how are you today? Yay! I'm glad you're good. I'm good. I had a long day at work, and now we're here. And we get to chill out and relax and have a good time. Excuse me. There we go. Thank you. I am Zombie. I am a chaotic Neko demon zombie from the dark web. I'm coming to hold big to incite you with happiness and smiles. And then this is my cat CK. He is very cool too.
Party 250. We are aware of the thing I want.
Holy shit, I forgot to turn off Biku. That has to be closed right now. Yeah. I think it caught us all by surprise. Everything's falling. Everything is falling. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I turned it off though.
No, no, don't touch me there. This is my new square. No.
Let's mute that out. Hi Clover, how are you? Yeah, I think everyone slowly gets used to me forgetting shit. I need to text Brad before I forget. I don't think you can. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to crunchies, and I know some people don't like that, so here's your warning right now. We're doing crunchies. I'm gonna swap this, just so we know that currently we are doing crunchies. and then I will give you a little notice on screen, and the current will change back to talking when we're done. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you for your contribution. Alright, we're back to talking. Fuck. You know, you could probably really hurt somebody with these. But yeah, it was an interesting day. I got a piece of artwork done, which I don't know if I'm allowed to show or not yet. I'm leaving that up to the person who commissioned it. And I started working on getting the software ready for voice acting and voice alerts. And I had a whole bunch of fun just looking at TikTok and relaxing and working. And I'm on day 2 of G Fuel. So that's what's keeping me going right now. Eh. Do you only get the... I don't really care about stats, but you only get the Hisui Zora if you pre-order the things. And yeah, if you can save me one, because I don't know if I'll be able to pre-order this year. That would be really, really, really appreciated. Thank you. Yes. Yes, my baby girl. We could do that. I need to charge my Switch. I always forget to do that. It's been sitting just out and like having a good time. I just punched my mic, I'm sorry. Sounds good. Everyone can hear you, baby. She's such a silly puss. I'm sorry if you guys cannot hear her or hear her smacking her tail against the mic. Should we continue the story from last time? Is that what we should do today? Oh yeah, we were reading about the horse. That's what we were doing. So we'll continue. We are about halfway through the horse story for Sherlock Holmes. So let's see here. A minute later, we were all seated in a comfortable landau and were rattling through the quaint old Devonshire town. Inspector Gregory was full of his case and poured out a stream of remarks, while Holmes threw in an occasional question or interjection. Colonel Ross leaned back, with his arms folded and his hat tilted over his eyes, while I listened with interest to the dialogue of the two detectives. Gregory was formulating his theory, which was almost exactly what Holmes had foretold on the train. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your time. Hi. I'm glad. Thank you, thank you. You are welcome to stay for the stories. Let's continue. The net is drawn pretty close around Fitzroy Simmons, he remarked, and I believe that he is our man. At the same time, I recognize that evidence is purely circumstantial and that some new development may upset it. How about Straker's knife? We have quite come to the conclusion that he wounded himself in his fall. My friend Dr. Watson made the suggestion to me as we came down, so if so, it would tell against this man Simpson. Undoubtedly, he has neither a knife nor any sign of a wound. The evidence against him is certainly very strong. He has great interest in the disappearance of the favorite. He lies under suspicion of having poisoned the stable boy. He was undoubtedly out in the storm. He was armed with a very heavy stick, and his cravat was found in the dead man's hand. I really think we have enough to go before a jury. Holmes shook his head. A clever counsel would tear it all to rags, said he. Why should he take the horse out of the stable if he wished to injure it? Why not do it there? Has a duplicate key been found in his possession? What chemist sold the powdered opium? Above all, where could he, a stranger to the district, hide a horse, and such a horse as this? What is his own explanation as to the paper which he wished the maid to give the stable boy? He says that it was a 10-pound note. One was found in his purse, but your other difficulties are not so formidable as they seem. He is not a stranger to the district. He has twice lodged at the Tavistock in the summer. The opium was probably brought from London. The key, having served its purpose, would be hurled away. The horse may be at the bottom of one of the pits or old mines upon the moor. What does he say about the cravat? He acknowledges that it is his, and declares that he had lost it. But a new element has been introduced into the case, which may account for his leading the horse from the stable. Holmes pricked up his ears. We have found traces from which to show that a party of gypsies encamped on Monday night within a mile of the spot where the murder took place. On Tuesday, they were gone. Now, presuming that there was some understanding between Simpson and the gypsies, might he not have been leading the horse to them when he was overtaken, and they may not have him now? And may they not have him now? It is certainly possible. The moor is being scoured for these gypsies. I have also examined every stable and outhouse in Tavistock, and for a radius of 10 miles. Excuse me. There's another training stable quite close, I understand. Yes, and that is a factor which we must certainly not neglect, as Desborough, their horse, was second in the betting. They had an interest in the disappearance of the favorite. Silas Brown, the trainer, is known to have very large bets upon the event, and he was no friend to poor Straker. We have, however, examined the stables, and there is nothing to connect him with the affair, and nothing to connect this man Simpson with the interests of the Capleton Stables? Nothing at all. Holmes leaned back in the carriage, and the conversation ceased. A few minutes later, our driver pulled up at a neat little red brick villa with overhanging eaves which stood by the road. Some distance off, across a padlock, lay a long, gray, tiled-out building. In every other direction, the low curves of the moor, bronze-colored from the fading ferns, stretched away to the skyline, broken only by the steeples of Tavistock, and by a cluster of houses away to the westward, which marked the Capleton stables. We all sprang out, with the exception of Holmes, who continued to lean back, with his eyes fixed upon the sky in front of him, entirely absorbed in his own thoughts. It was only when I touched his arms that he roused himself with a violent start and stepped out of the carriage. "Excuse me," he said, turning to Colonel Ross, who had looked at him in some surprise. "I was daydreaming." There was a gleam in his eye and a suppressed excitement in his manner, which convinced me, used as I was to his I don't get the sentence structure, I'm sorry. Used as I was to his ways, that his hand was upon a clue, though I could not imagine where he had found it. "Perhaps you would prefer at once to go on the scene of the crime, Mr. Holmes," said Gregory. "I think that I should prefer to stay here a little and go into one or two questions of detail. Straker was brought back here, I presume?" "Yes, he lies upstairs. The inquest is tomorrow." "He has been in your service for some years, Colonel Ross?" "I have always found him an excellent servant." "I presume that you made an inventory of what he had in his pockets at the time of his death, Inspector?" "I have the things themselves in the sitting room. if you would care to see them. I should be very glad. We all filed into the front room and sat around the central table while the inspector unlocked a square tin box and laid a small heap of things before us. There was a box of Vestas? I don't know what that word is. If somebody wants to let me know what a VESTAS, Vestas, is, it would be greatly appreciated. 2 inches of tallow candle, an ADP briar root pipe, a pouch of seal skin with a ½ ounce of long cut Cavendish cigarettes. Cool. Interesting. Thank you. This is how I learn things. So he had cigarettes and a pipe on him? That would make sense. It's not capitalized, so that's, I guess, why. If it's a brand, why I didn't know. You know? I was really hoping this G Fuel was gonna last a little longer. Oh. Learn something new every day. I guess that would make sense, because it would be very awkward to walk with a pipe. This is an interesting detail. A silver watch with a gold chain. What the fuck? Why? I'm like falling asleep. I'm trying to finish this story so I can do it. I can do it. I can finish the story, right? I think it's the sound of the fireplace. Alright, the silver watch with a gold chain. 5 sovereigns in gold, an aluminum pencil case, a few papers, and an ivory-handled knife with a very delicate, inflexible blade, marked Weiss & Co., London. That's what I think my problem is right now. I think it's just caffeine is putting me to sleep and we're reading a book by the fireplace right now. I'm also slightly cold because if I turn on my heater, y'all can hear it. Ooh, new drawing tablet. Jelly. That sounds fun. I can't see what you make with it. I can't wait to see what you make with it. Priorities. This is a very singular knife, said Holmes, lifting it up and examining it minutely. I presume, as I see bloodstains upon it, that it is the one which was found in the dead man's grasp. Watson, this knife is surely in your line. I'm very glad, Andres. Thank you for the follow. I hope you are having an amazing night. We are currently reading Sherlock Holmes. Andres. I hope I'm reading it right. And I'm sorry if I butchered it a whole bunch of times. If I did, please let me know and how to say it, and I will correct it. Are you saying nope that I said it wrong or nope that I said it right? Also, that's a really cute emote. Right. But hi, I'm Zombie. I'm a dark web demon. I'm a dark web demon zombie. Here to help you try to smile. Okay, cool. Hi, Dad. Huh? Stop what? I just got distracted by my own tail. Alright. Let's... Ooh. I should probably open Discord, right? would you use that for, Rozzy? I hope you enjoyed that shade. Ooh. Oh, that sounds like fun. Got you, Shay, Proto. Shall we continue the story? It is what you call a cataract knife, said I. I thought so. A very delicate blade, devised for very delicate work. A strange thing for a man to carry with him upon a rough expedition, especially as it would not shut in his pocket. The tip was guarded by a disc of cork, which we found beside his body, said the inspector. His wife tells us that the knife had lain for some days upon the dressing table, and that he had picked it up as he left the room. It was a poor weapon, but perhaps the best he could lay his hands on at the moment. Very possible. How about these papers? 3 of them are receipt. It's receipt. Pony, holy Pony, 16 months is 4 months younger than a year. But also, yay! Thank you for the resubby wubby. Makes me happy. How are you doing, baby? That was loud. Hi, Pony. 12-month streak. Wow. Damn. That's pretty pimp. Yes, baby. Uh-huh. Are you sure? Such a silly cat. She must have known you were here, Pony. Alright, let's see. She's such a good girl. Though she can also be such a little shit. If anyone likes praise and degradation, there you go. Yeah. It's receded. That's the word. Receipt is just one of those weird words where, like, when I look at it, it is definitely not what I'm expecting to see, you know? Three of them are receipted hay dealers' accounts. One of them is a letter of instruction from Colonel Ross. The other is a Milliners account for £37.15 made out by the Madame Legier of Bond Street to William Derbyshire. Miss Straker tells us that the Derbyshire was a friend of her husband's, and that occasionally his letters were addressed here. Madame Derbyshire had somewhat expensive taste, remarked Holmes, glancing down the account. 22 guineas is rather heavy for a single costume. Cafeteria. Oh. However, there appears to be nothing more to learn, and we may now go down to the scene of the crime. As we emerged from the sitting room, a woman, who had been waiting in the passage, took a step forward and laid her hand upon the inspector's sleeve. Her face was haggard and thin and eager, stamped with the print of recent horror. "Have you got them? Have you found them?" she panted. "No, Miss Straker, but Mr. Holmes here has come from London to help us, and we shall do all that is possible." "Surely I met you in Plymouth at the garden party some little time ago, Miss Straker," said Holmes. "No, sir, you are mistaken. Dear me, why, I could have sworn it. You wore a costume of dove-colored silk with ostrich feather trimming." "I never had such a dress, sir," answered the lady. "Ah, that quite settles it," said Holmes with an apology. He followed the inspector outside. A short walk across the moor took us to the hollow in which the body had been found. Yeah, we're currently reading the memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, so it's written from Watson's perspective. And this one's called Silver Blaze, which is about a horse. It's kind of nifty. We're about halfway through, so. Alright. A short walk across the moor, at the brink of it was a furze bush upon which the coat had been hung. "There was no wind that night, I understand," said Holmes. "None, but very heavy rain. In that case, the overcoat was not blown against the furze bush, but placed here." Most likely. That story with him talking about with the wife is probably a big clue. as it was laid across the bush. You fill me with interest. I perceive that the ground has been trampled up a good deal. No doubt many feet have been here since Monday. A piece of matting had been laid here at the side, and we have all stood upon that. Excellent. In this bag I have one of the boots which Straker wore, one of Fitzroy Simpson's shoes, and a cast horseshoe of Silver Blaze. My dear Inspector, you surpass yourself. Holmes took the bag, and descending into the hollow, he pushed the matting into a more central position. Then, stretching himself upon his face and leaning his shin upon his hands, he made a careful study of the trampled mud in front of him. "Hello," he said suddenly. "What's this?" It was a wax vesta, half burned, which was so coated with mud that it first looked like a little chip of wood. "I cannot think how I came to overlook it," said the inspector with an expression of annoyance. "It was invisible, buried in the mud. I only saw it because I was looking for it." "What? You expected to find it?" I thought it not unlikely. He took the boots from the bag and compared the impression of each of them with the marks upon the ground. Then he clambered up to the rim of the hollow and crawled among the ferns and bushes. "I am afraid that there are no more tracks," said the inspector. "It's all good. We learn. Don't hide in shame. I had no idea what it was even to begin with, so." "I am afraid that there are no more tracks," said the inspector. I could have also said it wrong to start because I didn't know what I was talking about. That's one thing I don't like necessarily about reading, is that thanks, Daddy, for that one. You ever feel a yawn coming and just know, and like you have to wait for it to come? That's what she said. But y'all know what I mean. I don't like reading out loud either. That's why this is like hard and interesting for me. Because it's like, it's fun to entertain you all with a story. But I'm between dyslexia and just having issues with some words. Reading is scary. DQ for the hug. Hug you back. I'm also getting really tired because of reading. Alright, 100 yards in each direction. Indeed, said Holmes, rising. I should not have the impertinence to do it again after what you say, but I should like to take a little walk over the moor before it grows dark, that I may know my ground tomorrow, and I think that I shall put this horseshoe in my pocket for luck. Hi. Yeah? Mm-hmm. You a good girl? That's not good. Why are you so awake, if I may ask? I get that when I don't take my meds. What? Why is your nose so runny? Colonel Ross, who had shown some signs of impatience at my companion's quiet and systematic method of work, glanced at his watch. I wish you would come back with me, Inspector, said he. There are several points on which I should like your advice, especially as to whether we do not owe it to the public to remove our horse's name from the entries for the cup. Certainly not, cried Holmes, with this decision. I should let the name stand. The colonel bowed. I am very glad to have your opinion, sir, said he. You will find us at poor Straker's house when you have finished your walk, and we can drive together to the Travis stock. He turned back with the inspector, while Holmes and I walked slowly across the moor. The sun was beginning to sink behind the stables of Capleton, and the long, sloping plain in front of us was tinged with gold, steepening into rich, ruddy browns where the faded ferns and brambles caught the evening light. But the glories of the landscapes were all wasted upon my companion, who was sunk in the deepest thought. Nubia, how are you doing, baby? How's your day? Oof. I'm sorry, Pony. Thank you. I'm glad you had a great day. Thank you. Alright. We are currently reading a book if you'd like to stick around. Excuse me. It is this way, Watson, he said at last. We may leave the question of who killed John Straker for the instant and confine ourselves to finding out what has become of the horse. Thank you for your donation to pause your game. Thanks to everyone's donations, not just in my stream, but in everyone's stream and on Tiltify and all that, we now at Pause Your Game are able to have a grant. Currently it's for Pause Your Game members. It's going to be going public to help with spay and neuters, the cost of spay and neuters for people. So the more we get donated, the more we can assist people and assist our pets and animals in our lives and in shelters. That was a cool thing that happened. And confine ourselves to finding out what has become of the horse. Now, supposing that he broke away during or after the tragedy, where could he have gone to? The horse is a very gregarious creature. If left to himself, his instincts are either to return to King's Pyland or go over to Capleton. Why should he run wild upon the moor? He would surely have been seen by now. And why should gypsies kidnap him? These people always clear out when they hear of trouble, for they do not wish to be pestered by the police. They could not hope to sell such a horse. They would run great risk and gain nothing by taking him. Surely that is clear. Where is he then? I have already said that he must have gone to King's Pyland or to Capleton. He is not at King's Pyland, therefore he is at Capleton. Let us take that as a working hypothesis and see what it leads us to. This part of the moor, as the inspector marked, is very hard and dry, but it falls away towards Capleton, and you can see from here that there's a long hollow over yonder, which must have been very wet on Monday night. If our supposition, is correct, then the horse must have crossed that. And there is the point where we should look for his tracks. We had been walking briskly during this conversation, and a few more minutes brought us to the hollow in question. At Holmes' request, I walked down to the bank to the right, and he to the left. But I had not taken 50 paces before I heard him give a shout, and saw him raising his hand to me. The track of a horse was plainly outlined in the soft earth in front of him, and the shoe, which he took from his pocket, exactly fitted the impression. See the value of imagination, said Holmes. It is the one quality which Gregory lacks. We imagine what might have happened, acted upon the supposition, and find ourselves justified. Let us proceed. We crossed the marshy bottom and passed over a quarter of a mile dry, hard turf. Again the ground sloped, and again we came on the tracks, when we lost them for half a mile, only to pick them up once more, quite close to Capleton. It was Holmes who saw them first, and he stood pointing with a look of triumph on his face. A man's track was visible beside the horse's. The horse was alone before, I cried. Quite so, he was alone before. Hello, what is this? The double track turned sharp off and took the direction of King's Pyland. Holmes whistled, and we both followed along after it. His eyes were on the trail, but I happened to look a little to one side and saw, to my surprise, the same tracks coming back in the opposite direction. One for you, Watson, said Holmes. Then I pointed it out. You have saved us a long walk, which would have brought us back on our own traces. Let us follow the return back. We had not to go far. It ended at the paving asphalt which led up to the gates of the Capleton stables. As we approached, a groom ran out for them. We do not want any loiterers around here, said he. I only wish to ask a question, said Holmes, with his finger and thumb in his waistcoat pocket. Excuse me. Should I be too early to see your master, Mr. Silas Brown, if I were to call at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning? Bless you, sir. If anyone is about, he will be, for he is always the first stirring. But here he is, sir, to answer your question for himself. No, sir, no. It is as much my place is to worth to let him see me touch your money. Afterwards, if you like. As Sherlock Holmes replaced the half-crown which he had drawn from his pocket, a fierce-looking elderly man strolled out from the gate in a hunting crop swinging in his hand. What's this, Dawson? He cried. No gossiping. Go about your business. And you, what the devil do you want here? 10 minutes' talk with you, good sir, said Holmes in the sweetest of voices. I have no time to talk to every gadabout. We want no strangers here. Be off, or you may find a dog at your heels. Holmes leaned forward and whispered something in the trainer's ear. He stared violently and flushed at the temples. It's a lie, he shouted. An infernal lie. Very good. Shall we argue about it here in public, or talk it over in your parlor? Oh, come on in if you wish to. Holmes smiled. I shall not keep you more than a few minutes, Watson, said he. Now, Mr. Brown, I'm quite at your disposal. It was 20 minutes, and the reds had all faded into grays before Holmes and the trainers reappeared. Never had I seen such a change as had been brought about in Silas Brown in that short time. His face was ashy pale. Beads of perspiration shone upon his brow, and his hand shook until the hunting crop wagged like a branch in the wind. His bullying, overbearing manner was all gone too, and he cringed along at my companion's side like a dog with its master. Your instructions will be done. It shall all be done, said he. There must be no mistake, said Holmes, looking round at him. The other winced as he read the menace in his eyes. Oh no, there shall be no mistake. It shall be there. Should I change it first or not? Holmes thought a little, and then burst out laughing. No, don't, said he. I shall write to you about it. No tricks now, or... Oh, you can trust me. You can trust me. You must see it on the day you must see to it on the day as if it were your own. You can rely on me. Yes, I think I can. Well, you shall hear from me tomorrow. He turned upon his heel, disregarding the trembling hand which the other held out to him, and we set off for King's Pyland. Alright. A more perfect compound of the bully, coward, and sneak than Master Silas Brown. I have seldom met with him, I have seldom met with, remarked Holmes as we trudged along together. He has the horse, then? He tried to bluster out of it, but I described to him so exactly what his actions had been upon that morning that he is convinced that I was watching him. Of course, you observe the peculiarly square toes in the impressions, and that his own boots exactly corresponded to him. Again, of course, no subordinate would have dared to do such a thing. I described to him how, when, according to his custom, he was the first down, he perceived a strange horse wandering over the moor, how he went out to it, and to his astonishment at recognizing, from the white forehead which has given the favourite its name, that chance had put in his power the only horse which could beat the one upon which he had put his money. Then I described how his first impulse had been led to him that Let's try that again. Then I described how his first impulse had been to lead him back to King's Pyland, and how the devil had shown him how he could hide the horse until the race was over, and how he had led it back and concealed it at Capleton. When I told him every detail, he gave it up and thought only of saving his own skin. But his stables had been searched. Oh, an old horse faker like him has many a dodge. But are you not afraid to leave the horse in his power now, since he has every interest in injuring it? My dear fellow, he will guard it as the apple of his eye. He knows that his only hope for mercy is to produce it safe. Colonel Ross did not impress me as a man who would be likely to show much mercy in any case. The matter does not rest with Colonel Ross. I follow my own methods and tell as much or as little as I choose. That is the advantage of being unofficial. I don't know whether you observe it, Watson, but the Colonel's manner has been just a trifle cavalier to me. I am inclined now to have a little amusement at his expense. Say nothing to him about the horse. Certainly not without your permission. And, of course, this is all quite a minor point compared to the question of who killed John Straker. And you will devote yourself to that? On the contrary, we will both go back to London by the night train. I was thunderstruck by my friend's words. We had only been a few hours in Devonshire, and that he should give up on an investigation which he had begun so brilliantly was quite incomprehensible to me. Not a word more could I draw from him until we were back at the trainer's house. The colonel and the inspector were awaiting us in the parlor. My friend and I returned to town by the midnight express, said Holmes. We have had a charming little breath of your beautiful Dartmoor air. The inspector opened his eyes, and the colonel's lips curled into a sneer. So, you despair of arresting the murderer of poor Straker? Said he. Holmes shrugged his shoulders. There's... Sounds good, Nubia. I hope you have a good night. Remember, you are loved, amazing, and wonderful, and you deserve all you need and want in life. Let's see. Holmes shrugged his shoulders. There are certainly grave difficulties in the way, he said. I have every hope, however, that your horse will start upon Tuesday, and I beg that you will have your jockey in readiness. Might I ask for a photograph of Mr. John Straker? The inspector took one from an envelope and handed it to him. My dear Gregory, you anticipate all my wants. If I might ask you to wait here for an instant, I have a question on which I would like to put the maid. I must say that I am rather disappointed in our London consult, said Colonel Ross bluntly, as my friend left the room. I do not see that we are any further than when he came. At least you have his assurance that your horse will run, said I. Yes, I have his assurance, said the colonel, with a shrug of his shoulders. I should prefer to have the horse. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, thank you for the sub. I don't know why it didn't go off, but thank you for the sub. Where were we? I was about to make some reply in defense of my friend when he entered the room again. Now, gentlemen, said he, I am quite ready for Tavistock. As we stepped into the carriage, one of the stable lads held the door open for us. A sudden idea seemed to occur to Holmes, for he leaned forward and touched the lad upon the sleeve. You have a few sheep in the paddock, he said. Who attends to them? Oh. Who attends to them? I do, sir. Have you noticed anything amiss with them as of late? Well, sir, not much of account, but 3 of them have gone lame, sir. I could see that Holmes was extremely pleased, for he chuckled and rubbed his hands together. I like that one. A long shot, Watson. A very long shot, he said, pinching my arm. Gregory, let me recommend to your attention the singular epidemic among the sheep. Drive on, coachman. Colonel Ross still wore an expression which showed the poor opinion which he had formed of my companion's ability, but I saw the inspector's face that his attention had been keenly aroused. You consider that to be important? He asked. Exceedingly so. Is there any point to which you would wish to draw my attention? To the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. The dog did nothing in the nighttime. That was the curious incident. Ew. 4 days later, Holmes and I were again on the train, bound for Winchester, to see the race for the Wessex Cup. Colonel Ross met us by appointment outside the station, and we drove in his drag to the course beyond the town. His face was grave, and his manner was cold in the extreme. I have not seen nothing of my horse, said he. I suppose that you would know him when you saw him, asked Holmes. The colonel was very angry. I have been on the turf for 20 years, and never was asked such a question before that, he said. A child would know Silver Blaze, with his white forehead and his mottled off foreleg. Yeah. How is the betting? Well, that is the curious part of it. You could have gotten 15 to 1 yesterday, but the price has become shorter and shorter until you can hardly get 3 to 1 now. Said Holmes. Someone knows something, that is clear. As the drag drew up in the enclosure near the Grand, I stand and glanced at the card to see its entries. It ran, Wessex plate, 50 solves each, H-foot, with 1,000 solves added. For 4 and 5-year-olds, second, 300 pounds, third, 200 pounds. New course, 1 mile and 5 furlongs. 1. Mr. Heath Newton. 2. Colonel Wardlaw's Pugliest. 3. Lord Blackwater's Desborough. 4. Colonel Ross's Silver Blaze. 5. Duke of Balmoral's Iris. 6. Lord Singleford's Rasper. We scratched our other one and put up all hopes on your word, said the colonel. Why, what is that? Silver Blaze favorite? 5 to 4 against Silver Blaze, roared the ring. 5 to 4 against Silver Blaze. 5 to 15 against Desborough. 5 to 4 on the field. There are numbers up, I cried. There are 6 here. All 6 there. Then my horse is running, cried the colonel in great agitation. But I don't see him. My colors have not passed. Only 5 have passed. This must be he. As I spoke, a powerful bay horse swept out from the weighing enclosure and cantered past us, bearing on its back the well-known black and red of the colonel. That is not my horse, cried the owner. That beast has not a white hair upon its body. What have you done, Mr. Holmes? For a few minutes he gazed through the grass field. Capital, an excellent start, he cried suddenly, and there they are, coming around the curve. From our drag, we had a superb view as they came up the straight. The horses were so close together that a carpet would have covered them. But halfway up, the yellow of the Capleton stables showed up to the front. Before they reached us, however, Despero's bolt was shot, and the colonel's horse was coming away with a rush. Past the post, a good 6 lengths before its rival. The Duke of Balmoral's Iris is making a bad third. It's my race anyhow, gasped the colonel, passing his hands over his eyes. I confess that I can make neither heads nor tails of it. Don't you think that you have kept up your mystery long enough, Mr. Holmes? Certainly, Colonel. You shall know everything, but let us go around and have a look at the horse together. Here he is, he continued, as we made our way into the weighing enclosure, where only owners and their friends find admittance. You only have to watch his face and his leg in the spirits of wine, and you will find that he is the same old Silver Blaze as ever. You take my breath away. I found him in the hands of a faker, and took the liberty of running him just as he was sent over. My dear sir, you have done wonders. The horse looks very fit and well, and it never went better in its life. I owe you 1,000 apologies for having doubted your ability, and have done me a great service by recovering my horse. You would do me a greater still if you could lay your hands on the murderer of Jack Straker. I have done so, said Holmes quietly. The colonel and I stared at him in amazement. You have got him? Where is he, then? He is here. Here? Where? In my company, at this present moment. In my company, at the present moment. The colonel flushed angrily. I quite recognize that I am under obligations to you, Mr. Holmes, said he, but I must regard what you have just said as either a very bad joke or an insult. Sherlock Holmes laughed. I assured you that I have not associated you with the crime, Colonel. Just that the real murderer is standing immediately behind you. He stepped past and laid his hand upon the glossy neck of the thoroughbred. The horse, cried both the colonel and myself. Yes, the horse, and it may lessen his guilt if I say that it was done in self-defense, and that John Straker was a man who was entirely unworthy of your confidence. But there goes the bell, and as I stand to win a little on this next race, I shall defer a lengthy explanation until a more fitting time. We're almost done. We had the corner of a Pullman car to ourselves that evening as we whirled back to London, and I fancy that the journey was a short one to Colonel Ross as well as to myself. As we listened to our companion's narrative of the events which had occurred at the Dartmoor training stables upon Monday night, and the means by which he unraveled them, I confess, said he, that any theories which had formed from the newspaper reports were entirely erroneous. I don't know what that word means, but I can infer. And yet, there were indicators that had they not been overlaid by other details which concealed their true import. I went to Devonshire with the conviction that Fitzroy's in air. Thank you. I consider the true import. I went to Devonshire with the conviction that Fitzroy Simmons was the true culprit, although, of course, I saw that the evidence against him was by no means complete. It was while I was in the carriage, and just as we reached the trainer's house, that the immense significance of the curried mutton occurred to me. You may remember that I was distrait and remained sitting after you had all alighted. I was marveling at my own mind how I could have possibly overlooked such an obvious clue. I confess, said the colonel, that even now I cannot see how it helps us. Yeah? What's up, baby? It was the first link in my chain of reasoning. Powdered opium is by no means tasteless. The flavor is not disagreeable, but it is perceptible. Where it mixed with any ordinary dish, the eater would undoubtedly detect it, and would possibly eat no more. A curry was exactly the medium which would disguise the taste. By no possible supposition could this stranger, Fitzroy Simpson, have caused curry to be served in the trainer's family that night, and it is surely too monstrous a coincidence to suppose that he had happened to come along with powdered opium upon the very night when a dish happened to be served with would disguise the flavor. That is unthinkable. Therefore, Simpson becomes eliminated from the case, and our attention centers upon Straker and his wife, the only two people who could have chosen curried mutton for their supper tonight. The opium was added after the dish was set aside for the stable boy, for the others had the same supper with no ill effects, which of them then had access to the dish without the maids seeing them. Before deciding that question, I had grasped the significance of the silence of the dog. For one true inference invariably suggests others. The Simpson incident had shown me that the dog was kept in the stables, and yet, though someone had been in and fetched out a horse, he had not barked enough to arouse the two lads in the loft. Obviously, the midnight visitor was someone whom the dog knew well. I was already convinced, or almost convinced, that John Straker went down to the stables in the dead of night and took out Silverblaze. For what purpose? A dishonest one, obviously, or why would he drug his own stable boy? And yet, I was at a loss to know why. There have been cases before now where trainers have made sure of great sums of money by laying against their own horse through the agents, and then preventing them from winning by fraud. Sometimes it is a pulling jockey, sometimes it is some surer and subtler means. What was it here? I hoped that the contents of his pocket might help me to form a conclusion. And they did so. You cannot have forgotten the singular knife which was found in the dead man's hand, a knife which certainly no sane man would choose for a weapon. It was, as Dr. Watson told us, a form of knife which is used for the most delicate operations known in surgery. And it was to be used for a delicate operation that night. You must know, with your wide experience of turf matters, Colonel Ross, that it is possible to make a slight nick upon the tendons of a horse's ham, to do so, and to do it I think it just means under the skin. It's a very long word, and I don't know it, I'm sorry. So as to leave absolutely no trace. A horse so treated would develop a slight lameness, which would be put down to strain in exercise, or a touch of rheumatism, but never to foul play. Villain! Scoundrel! Cried the colonel. We have here the explanation as to why John Straker wished to take the horse out on to the moor. So spirited a creature would have certainly roused the sound sleepers when it felt the prick of the knife. It was absolutely necessary to do it in the open air. I have been blind, cried the colonel. Of course, that is why he needed the candle and struck the match. Undoubtedly. But in examining his belongings, I was fortunate enough to uncover not only the method of the crime, but even its motives. As a man of the world, Colonel, you know that men do not carry other people's bills around in their pockets. We have most of us quite enough to do to settle our own. I at once concluded that Straker was leading a double life, and keeping a second establishment. The nature of the bill showed that there was a lady in the case, and one who had expensive tastes. Liberal as you are with your servants, one can hardly expect that they can buy 20 guinea walking dresses for their ladies. I questioned Miss Straker as to the dress without her knowing it, and having satisfied myself that it had never reached her, I made note of the milliner's address, and felt that by calling there with Straker's photograph, I can easily dispose of the mythical Derbyshire. From that time on, it was plain. Straker had led out the horse to a hollow, where his light would be invisible. Simpson, in his fight, had dropped his cravat, and Straker had picked it up with some idea, perhaps, that he might use it in securing the horse's leg. Once in the hollow, he had gone behind the horse and had struck a light, but the creature, frightened at the sudden glare, and with the strange instinct of animal feelings that some mischief was intended, had lashed out, and the steel shoe had struck Straker full on the forehead. He had already, and in spite of the rain, taken off his overcoat in order to do his delicate task, and so, as he fell, his knife gashed his thigh. Do I make it clear? Wonderful, cried the colonel. Wonderful. You might have been there. My final shot was, I confess, a very long one. It struck me that so astute a man as Straker would not undertake this delicate tendon nicking without a little practice. What could he practice on? My eyes fell upon the sheep, and I asked a question, which, rather to my surprise, showed that my surmise was correct. When I returned to London, I called upon the milliner, who had recognized Straker as an excellent customer of the name of Derbyshire, who had a very dashing wife, with a strong partiality for expensive dresses. I have no doubt that this woman had plunged him over head and ears in debt, and so led him into this miserable plot. "You've explained all but one thing," cried the Cardinal. "Where was the horse?" "Ah, it bolted, and it was cared for by one of your neighbors. We must have an amnesty in that direction, I think. This is Clapham Junction, if I am not mistaken, and we shall be in Victoria in less than 10 minutes. If you care to smoke a cigar in your rooms, Colonel, I shall be happy to give you any other detail which might interest you." And that is the end of Silver Blaze. And now I want to do something else. It took me an hour and a half to read that, and it was 8 pages. Okay, let's see here. Alright, 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 let's see here. How did that go? How can you get... Do I sound okay now? Do I sound okay now? Cool. Alright, Meowsy here. Ugh. What you call a sheep with no legs? A clown. Alright. We'll continue the next story next week. Or we'll start the next story next week. Alright. There is a poll up I am going to take a quick bathroom break and we'll be right back. Dishes or not yet?
Not yet.
Oh, fucking daisies, what was that? Oh my god, Blubs, fuck you. Aren't you tired for that shit? Oh gosh, I almost.
What? Blubs gives me that every single time.
No, oh fucking daisy. Holy shit! What the fuck? Ah! 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 Yeet! Excuse me. I'm pretty sure he also says it when. Where am I? What?
No.
Why am I? What?
What? Hello? How did you get over that? I think you broke the game.
The game broke.
I broke it.
Let me run into the darkness.
Yeah! Oh.
I think this new update broke it.
What the fuck? Ah! I don't think I can play.
Bottom me like this weird, like, I don't know, like a triangle or something, like at the bottom.
No! Don't touch me there! This is my no-no square.
Thorn. I was like, what did I come back to?
You came back to me talking about my no-no square. That came out worse than I expected it to.
Come here.
No.
Did I say you could get off? I don't remember saying you could get off.
God.
No.
Yeah, you can. You just have to like jump onto it and then ride it for a little bit and it'll calm down. Wait.
Where is it at?
Because I wouldn't have thought you could turn a bite. Ah, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck.
Fall off again.
I fell off forward, so then I got. There's the bad guy.
Oh, hey.
You didn't die.
He stopped right in front of me.
Nice. So I think we need to go to the graveyard. Do you remember
we-
where that was?
Yeah, kinda. Let's go this way.
What is a titty sprinkle? Listen.
It is when you sprinkle on the titties.
You know when you have
But not in the R. Kelly way.
Not in the R. Kelly way.
No, that's called a pearl necklace.
Pearl necklace.
Bruh.
No, technically the way I am back. And damn, guys. You guys have like a minute left. Excuse me. Who will win? Dwarf or Slime Rancher? I want to know who's fighting for these. Fighters for Slime Range. So I'm guessing it was proto and fighters. And holy shit, you fuckers. Oh. Night Night Shade, remember you are loved, amazing, and wonderful, and you deserve all you need and want in life. And I hope you sleep sweetly. Oh yeah, I forgot I bought Deep Rock Galactic. It was on sale. Why is my stream acting so bad with it running though? Why is the game so loud? Alright. I just selected something. I have no idea what I selected because I clicked back into the screen at the wrong spot. Honestly, I don't know if I can stream this. What the fuck is going on? Alright. We've explored all we can on this one place. Let's go to a new one. This game is acting so janky. Oh fuck, I missed. Yeah. I'm going to work on this another day. And work on something else. Also, give me 2 seconds here. We're almost done with this, so might as well try to finish this. And if this acts up too. Why am I going the other direct? What? Oh yeah, I forgot our yes and no. Go. Even this game's acting up, so this will be interesting. Let's switch mice for this game. But, yeah. Why does this game do this? Like, it's acting so janky. Okay. Waiting for the meow meow. Butt spot, yes. Butt spot, yes. Maybe that will stop that. Do you guys see it flashing too? Or is it only me? Gotta love seeing drop frames when I'm not getting any drop frames in my analytics. Though also, I don't know if it's drop frames or if it's just the game fucking wigging out. Yeah, that's what it kind of seems like to me more. I think it's just my computer. It happens sometimes. If I don't like... So with my computer, it's kind of weird. Like... If I don't play games, like, right away, like, the games kind of, like, refuse to believe that this is a gaming computer sometimes. I have so many settings, I've got no idea what I do. Supposedly, though, I've got an update for my driver, so maybe I should do that after stream. I forgot that I've got 48 gigabytes in RAM in this thing. There's so many options in my software. So I've got AMD, and so like I don't even know what like half these fucking shits mean. Oh, that's nifty. I will have to work on some of this after stream. There's some really funky funk. But now that the game's like running, it seems to go a little bit better. Also, the game's really loud for me. It is a loud game. Where is my...
You have
Oh fuck.
summoned me.
Oh fuck, you scared me.
Well, apparently that's something I'm good at today.
I also just saw like movement out of the corner of my eye and that scared me in game. I was like, who the fuck's with me? Totally forgetting you had already joined.
I hate this tool. Where is my actual good power washer?
Is it your penis?
What? No. My penis is not a power washer.
Oh.
Why would you want my penis to be a power?
Game. 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 I was looking over here. What the fuck? Game.
Game, chill the fuck out.
It seems to be like a glitch where like if you're like on the like just the movement instead of, you know, the normal,
Yeah.
it like forgets and like moves you like you're on the normal.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a graphical stutter.
Hi, Anto. Which is really annoying. Especially when I'm not using it. Ah.
Wee spinning.
There you go.
You drew a penis behind me, didn't you?
No.
Your silence tells me everything. Yep, that's a penis.
Po meow meow simulator.
Yeah, meow simulator.
It's po meow meow.
I have to yell at somebody later.
Oh. Hopefully not me.
Huh?
I said hopefully not me.
Why would I have to yell at you?
I don't know. I do stupid shit all the time. Rozzy says whatever it is, they didn't do it.
No. Somebody was gracious enough to, I have to play Elden Ring.
Somebody gifted you Elden Ring?
Yep.
So why do you need to yell at them? I thought you've been wanting to play it.
I want to play it, but I also have to yell at them. Because Elden Ring. They just want
Welcome
me to
back,
be angry.
Nubia. We are now power washing. My alerts scare me sometimes. Hey, Show. I want something to drink. Yeah. I'm cold, but I'm not cold.
You have a window open?
No. Actually, I have all my windows closed because of the book reading.
I was listening. While doing part of the Midgar DLC. And then my hand decided it wanted to cramp.
That's why I normally use my other mouse.
How does one get the trident? Oh!
These are all the places. Why? What the fuck is this?
What?
Why are they wearing power washing masks?
Because. Lore. City of Atlantis.
So it's the bathroom, the carnival, the airplane,
Mm-hmm. Everything's fine.
the boat, that one house, the other houses, and the tree house.
Remember, this game has lore.
Thank you for liking, show.
I don't know what it is, but it's lore.
I need to read through all the text messages. Right.
Nice. We somehow ended up with the trident washer.
I love the trident washer.
As soon as I bought the Prime Vista washer, I somehow have this washer now.
It's because this isn't a buy one, it's just a standard. The only thing you buy that's different is the nozzle lengths, I believe.
What the fuck am I stuck on? Hello?
I just realized the only thing I've eaten today is a couple of tortilla chips and the bacon sandwiches.
Love. Why haven't you eaten today?
Because I didn't realize I didn't eat.
Do you have snackies?
No.
Should go get snackies.
I don't have snackies. She just asked.
How about if you meant snackies to buy?
Like everything I would eat what I would have to make, and I don't want to make anything. And it's 11 o'clock at night.
This is true. That's okay. I had rice and stuff today.
And you're yelling at me for not eating?
Oh, I ate plenty today. I had like 5 tacos. And a bagel. Bacon and eggs. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I treated myself.
Every time I hit R to rotate, I keep going to the... Did you know that you can press R to rotate?
It's... Did you know you could press R to rotate? I didn't know that.
I love this game.
Me too. I'm kind of glad they added the Final Fantasy stuff.
I'm just glad that they're adding stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many ways that this game could just fall into obscurity.
They're not letting it though. Thing. Make sure that the outside of this place is clean.
It's all just in here.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Thank you
pretty-
for lurking. Remember, you are loved, amazing, and wonderful. And I hope you sleep well, Rozzy. Thank you for being here.
Ooh, I could actually put my tunes on again. Let's do that.
Yeah, I see it. I gotta check it out. I do too, Nubia.
I'm very big on screen.
Are you? Fuck. Yeah. Can't have you bigger than me. Now you small bean. I like using my Logitech mouse for this game, but like I hate the factor it's Bluetooth.
Oh, that's interesting.
The lag on it just is insane. One mouse has too high DPI, the other one has lag. Fuck. Hey Glitter, how are you, baby?
Hi, Glitter. Mirror.
I am sorry, Glitter. I just sprayed this poor man's crotch.
He needs it. Oh, neat.
That seemed like there was so much left for that. Hey kitty meow meow, how are you? Hey Doomy, how are you? I have to put so much laundry away. I've got like 3 things of laundry from the past couple weeks. Why are you screaming, kitty?
Scree. It's part of the to-do list. Scree.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Right, kitty? It's part of the to-do list.
How was Raph though? What are you up to, Doomy? I would really like if it didn't just like randomly stop looking up. Like, I don't want to do the ceiling. I want to do the floor. Thank you.
My playlist knows me today.
Got you. Oh, ew, I am sorry. That is horrifying, Glitter. I am sorry. So this is gonna sound really strange. I shaved my armpit hair today because, like, it was getting to, like, a weird length, and I was just like, you know what, it's time. Whatever, fuck it. So I shaved my armpit hair today, and now I just keep feeling like, it should be there, and I'm so used to, like, kind of playing with it like it's hair, you know? Like, subconsciously. So I keep doing, like, these duck arms. Yeah. Not gonna lie, it's one thing I didn't miss when I was a kid. My, growing up, my best friend's family had 4 children, the parents, and the mother's parents in the household, and they were like a Catholic family, and they had so much laundry. That's what I was kind of like. I was like, I noticed that it doesn't have as bad. It's just like, it's one of those things when it gets like a certain length, my skin starts to get irritated. So I'll like shave it down. But now it's not long enough to play with. My hair on my head also needs a... We've been here long enough, there's a sunrise now. I feel like Fighters is just like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
I am power washing. Gave me an objective, and I am here to complete said objective.
I don't know where left on the floor is dirty. Like, holy fuck, it's like the littlest fucking dots. At least you understand me, kitty. I feel like. Did it. Fuck yes. I dropped this gnome off the face of the earth. Why is it still here?
Gnomes tend to not disappear.
It's probably smart, Doomy. Sorry I couldn't do Slime Rancher, by the way.
Ah, don't worry about it. Fuck.
I just watched you fall. I'll have to go back on the settings and figure out which ones I need to change. Or do it as a first off game. Or a second off game, I mean. You can do it, Doomy. I believe in you. You might not wanna, but you gotta.
Did this fucking... I hate when raids leave me behind.
It's been happening more and more lately. Have you noticed that too?
Yep. It's been happening a lot, and it's making me angies.
We've been on, this is our third day playing this level, trying to finish it, right?
I think so.
We've been on this level for far too long. Like, I just want to start the next one. There's so much to it. Like, we went from like 9 to like 80 in like a multi-hour stream. I'm somehow looking at the floor now. But like the first time we played it, we went from 0 to 9, and then we went 9 to 80, and then we went 80 to 100. It's just so much. It's nice because we get to listen to power washing and just chill, but...
Neat.
Like, this has to be one of the largest levels.
Oh, there's bigger. I think. Oh, good. Finally completed.
I couldn't even imagine doing this solo. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'll end up doing this level by myself, on my own at some point.
Doomy did it on their own.
What else needs to be done?
This ceiling right here. There's like 3 ceilings down here.
We're still at like 96%.
There's a ton on the ceilings down here. That's all I know. It's just one of those things where it's like, if it takes too long, that's when I get bored. Pony, that's how you are. Pony asked how you are.
I'm okay. Just vibing.
I played this for, literally, I played this almost a year ago. For like, I think we got like 36 solid hours in.
Yep. It's the only game you played for 36 solid hours.
And then I didn't, I don't think I touched it again for like 3 months.
You didn't touch it longer than that. You didn't touch it until the next DLC came out.
We're crossing streams. What is a creature smarter than a talking parrot?
A spelling bee.
A spelling bee. Alright, what's left? Atrium alcove ceilings. This one. Oh, that's all this said. Go. Where do young cows go to eat their lunch?
Cafeteria.
Hi, Clover. Oh. Okay. That didn't even show up until the end.
Didn't even show up until we cleaned the entire pyramid.
Yep. I said gem, didn't I?
Yeah, we're done.
It is signaling the volcano.
And aliens.
And the alien just sat down a fighter jet. The Asmar was good. We finished reading Silver Blades. I don't feel like that was worth the amount of money that... Oh, I guess that was the last one in, like, the story. I guess it's a good way to end, right?
Yeah.
Watch the credits.
Oh, it's basically all of the jobs.
Mm-hmm. It's all of the video that we've done.
Yeah. Cool.
So my giant penis was on the roof.
Yep.
That's the only reason why I know it's the stuff that we've done and not just random footage. Yep.
Oh, neat. I don't remember that. I remember this. Oh. It's the bathroom of penises.
It was just clean. There was no cleaning of it. It was just clean. It's the airplane with the penis.
No, it doesn't have a penis.
The Catmobile. This is where we did my subathon. This is where I picked up the game again. Oh. So many kitties.
Aw. Cat. Cats. Thanks for watching.
Huh. Kitties.
Yeah.
Now everything is dirty again because it's all in
Yep.
completed. That was adorable.
Yeah. Now I've got $5,000 and I don't know what to do with it. I actually bought the best power washer, so.
So did I. Well, I bought the best. It was like the first thing I bought basically was the best power washer. Forgot who told me to do that. Oh no, that. Now it's just buying cleaning liquids and stuff. If you want to own all the different gloves and outfits. It's skins.
Yep. It's basically skins.
I just bought one for $2,000.
That's.
What can I say? It's cute. It looks like the bathroom.
Boom. Hi, family view. Nice, the Tomb Raider DLC, and you should automatically have the Midgar.
Mm-hmm. Midgar. I don't know anything about either of these two, and I find it hilarious.
What, Tomb Raider or Final Fantasy?
Yep.
That doesn't surprise me, my dear.
Power Wash Rangers. Power Rangers Wash. Wait.
Nom nom nom.
I think on that note, though.
Are you gonna go to bed?
I think so. Unlike you, I have work tomorrow. Thank you for playing, though.
Yeah.
Right.
It was fun.
Though, low-key.
Let's see.
Oh. How Po Meow Wash Ran Meow. Hotspot, are you okay? Where you thinking of going?
I don't know.
I really don't have. I mean, Raph is streaming.
Yeah.
How many gigabyte game? Oh. I literally watched somebody suffer this. I know somebody who's currently playing.
Okay, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. We're going here. I'm introducing everyone to this.
Huh?
I randomly found this person looking in the power wash category, so I know nothing fucking about them. Their name is Furt Turret, and they are right now they are Hiswian Zora VTuber. So let's go show them some love. I will be back on Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm gonna be playing some Fortnite most likely with Julia. I don't know for 100%, and then do some plate up. So it will be great to see you all. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. If you do need me, most likely I will be in Fighter Subathon, and chilling in Discord. If you want to hang out with me. So everyone remember, you are loved, amazing, and wonderful, and you deserve all you need and want in life, and you guys are amazing and wonderful in my chaotic little bundles. And let's show Furt Turt some wonderful Horde love. Thank you guys.